Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm making homemade tapioca pearls. I'm not going to be making any tea or anything because I can't really drink anything like that right now. I'm just going to be having mine with some chocolate almond milk. I'm getting the recipe from Emmy Made in Japan. I watched her video a few months ago of her making homemade tapioca pearls, and so I've made this recipe a couple of times now, and so I know how much it makes. And I found that if I made the recipe she had in her video, it wasn't quite enough for both my brother and I. So I've been making 1.5 of the recipe that she has, but I'm just making this for myself today. So I'm making half of 1.5 of her recipes, if that makes any sense. I'll put the amounts somewhere in the video. Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by measuring out 67.5 grams of tapioca flour. Here we go, 67 grams of tapioca flour. We're going to set that aside. And then in this pot, we're going to measure 45 grams of water. That was way too much. Her recipe calls for muscovado sugar. I don't have muscovado sugar, so I'm just using regular brown sugar. They don't turn out as dark, but they taste the exact same. So, 34 grams. So we shut this off now. I'm gonna bring this over to the stove, and then we're gonna heat this up kind of on a lower temperature until the sugar dissolves. Okay, so we're going to turn off the heat now that this is dissolved, and then you're going to add 2 little spoonfuls of the tapioca flour. You're going to stir this in. It dissolves. It's all mixed in. Get all the dry bits off the side. Make sure there's no clumps. And then you're going to turn this back on. I'm going to turn it on to medium heat for now. And you're going to stir it until it thickens up. It gets really nice and thick. You want to stir it constantly the whole time. It's starting to steam. You can feel it starting to thicken now. Okay, I might actually have to put this down. So once it starts bubbling pretty much, and is thick, so once it looks like this, it's bubbling and thick and it's done. It's done, I'm turning it off. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of this. The rest and stir. I'm going to dump this out. You want to kind of work fast. I'm just going to start kneading. Dough turned out a little bit dry, but I think it'll be okay. I'm just gonna start cutting and rolling. I had a lot of excess here. So hopefully it'll still be good. Hopefully it stays together. It's not looking that great right now. I might have to make this again. Yeah, that didn't work. beans ready to try again. I'm feeling like this is good. It's actually staying together. I'm gonna cut this into 4 pieces just to make it easier. Then once I got them all rolled out evenly, I'm gonna come by and chop. And then once you got them all cut like that, you can take it in your hand and just roll it so you have a nice little circle. Okay, it is 3 o'clock. I have 10 tapioca balls done. Let's see how long it takes me to finish all of them. Okay, so I'm about 3/4 of the way done. I just have one little piece to do. And as I'm balling them, I'm tossing them in just some extra tapioca flour so that they don't stick to each other. Okay, I'm finally finished all of these. That took me 30 minutes just to do this amount. Well, about 25 minutes. So, and this is only for 1 serving, so keep that in mind. If you want to make this for more than 1 person, you're gonna need some time because it's a long-winded recipe. So, because I tossed them in tapioca flour, you don't want all this extra flour going in the pot when you boil them. So I'm just gonna dump them in there and then just shake the extra flour off. Okay, so now I'm just gonna fill a pot up with water and we will bring this over to the stove again. Excuse my tapioca mess. And I'm gonna turn this on. My water is boiling. I'm now gonna add the pearls. I'm gonna grab a slotted spoon and stir so that they don't stick to each other. And then once they all start floating to the top like this, we can turn our timer on for 20 minutes. Okay, they're about halfway done. They look not bad. They don't look as good as the first ones I made. These ones are kind of starting to fall apart a little bit, which is a bit worrisome. Somebody please tell me if I did something wrong. Okay, so it's all done boiling for 20 minutes. I'm gonna turn it off. The lid is gonna go on and another timer for 20 minutes so that they steep. Okay, so I forgot to film, but what I did was I strained them. I dumped them out of the water and strained them, put them back in the pot, and I've added 20 grams of sugar. The recipe that Emmy Made in Japan does is probably a little bit different. I'm trying to just do a little bit less sugar. So I'm doing 20 grams of water and 20 grams of brown sugar. And they do kind of look weird. They did kind of fall apart a little bit. They aren't really... Something went wrong. But that's okay. So I'm going to turn this back on. Get it up to medium heat. Now I'm just gonna bring it to like a simmer and I'm gonna simmer it until it like thickens up again and like most of the water is gone. This is starting to bubble again. So they don't, you can see they don't all look the same. Some of them look like they don't even exist anymore. Interesting. These are done. It's thickened up again. You can't really tell that I've added water. They're all nice and thick. So, Going to grab my bubble tea glass. Got our tapioca in there. I'm gonna fill it up with ice. And I'm gonna pop this back on the scale because I'm only allowed a certain amount of almond milk, so this is the kind of chocolate almond milk I'm using. You can use whatever the heck you want. I want to go outside. So there we have it. That's the finished bubble tea. Okay, let's give it a try. Not bad. Oh. Somehow I got brown sugar all over my hand. It is a little sweet. And the tapioca isn't bad. It could be like harder though. They're a little bit soft. It's my only complaint. And I think I was kind of worried about that. Watching them cook, they looked like they were starting to fall apart a little bit. Okay, somebody please tell me what I need to do to fix that, because I have no idea. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you end up making homemade tapioca balls, please leave me a comment. Let me know how it went, if you liked the recipe, and if you had to make it twice like I did. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay.